In my pursuit of Tier 1 everything inside of Battlefield 2042, I skipped the LCMG in favor of the PKP with the update. And who could blame me, because right out the box, that gun is 200 rounds of awesome. It has no real flaws and nothing but pure strength. Naturally, I leapfrogged the LCMG, and I really regret that decision. So, if you guys love the PKP, you like LMGs, I am here to tell you that there is an argument to be made that the LCMG is superior to the PKP. And I want to explain why. So, let's begin. Now, before we get started on the LCMG, I want to explain why I have this argument, why I feel like the LCMG is a better fit for me. Now, the PKP, like I said, out the box is phenomenal, but it is extremely restricted to the freedom of how you want to play. You have to use it pretty much just one way. As you can see, there's not a lot of flexibility here inside of the muzzle attachment. There is literally no choice whatsoever for the underbarrel attachment. And I would like to see some of that personally, but the PKP is so amazing on its own, it doesn't necessarily need these things. But enter in the LCMG, and we have a lot more flexibility at our disposal. It's got the 200 round capacity with standard issue that the PKP has, and all the same strength that it has. But what it can do is run the short barrel. Now, the short barrel, if you have been paying attention, is widely considered one of the best options to add to your guns inside of the game. It really ramps up the time to kill and the overall confidence of your weapon. I can still use all the other things, but I have freedom if I wanted to go long barrel for more of a ranged approach, or put a suppressor on if I want. Again, more freedom that the LCMG has that the PKP doesn't. But the other one that really stands out for me is the laser sight. There's a lot of people that have not found out what the laser sight does in this game. I just made a video just a couple days ago. In case you missed it, it's because you haven't ticked that bell and subscribed to the channel. But it really helps tighten the spread, and it transforms this gun into just a 200 round powerhouse, into a 200 round powerhouse that you don't need to aim. So when you're flanking and you're getting into close quarters on discarded or manifest, I just blow around that corner, fire from the hip, and erase everything. It is actually such a wonderful attachment, and arguably best in slot for underbarrel. But if that doesn't suit your fancy, you can use, a grenade launcher or a shotgun, because why not, right? Okay. Now, just because it has more attachments doesn't mean that makes it better than the PKP, right? That's not it. But the attachments that it does have really help strengthen the weapon. Now, I gotta be real with you. It takes a little while to get some of these unlocks, a couple hundred kills actually, until you get the 200 round mag, until you unlock the short barrel, until you really start seeing this gun unlock its potential. But when you do get that potential unlocked, I gotta say I like this, and I do. I prefer this for every reason over the PKP. And I know a lot of it's going to be preference, but that shortened barrel is arguably one of the best, if not the best, attachment in the game for improving the quality and strength and performance of your weapon. And then you have something like the laser sight, which allows you to take a 200 round weapon and be confident without having to aim down sight, which means a faster TTK and more controlled fighting. That is ridiculous, and something that has that capacity and is already naturally forgiving, and you can afford to miss a few shots. It just allows the spray and pray Rambo mentality. And my God, is that not a fun thing to do? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. I love the PKP. I think it's a strong gun, and I think the LCMG, before you get all the unlocks, is a pretty nice option in its own right. But when you can put on the shortened barrel, when you can put on the laser sight, it really opens it up. I've actually argued with the idea of equipping the master key, because some of the worst fights and some of the biggest beats that I take as an LCMG or an LMG fan is usually in close quarters. So having something like the equipability of a shotgun could be exactly what I need to breach a corner, or if somebody's pushing me too close, because realistically, the only thing that's going to probably have an edge over you when you're using an LMG is probably an SMG in close quarters. And something like a shotgun is one of the best counters or alternatives to an SMG. So you can kind of outfit this gun with a bunch of different things and improve on its weaker areas, if you will. So I am a huge fan of the LCMG, and if I had to ever choose between the two, I would probably continue to use this, at least on a casual level. And more studying is to be seen if it is actually a better option statistically and overall in performance, because we've even seen PKP usage and consideration inside of competitive level Battlefield 2042. So can the LCMG do that? I don't know. I do want to go ahead and let you know that I steal without ever equipping a grip or any of the other attachments like a compensator or a muzzle brake. It hasn't taken away my confidence in medium to long range fighting at all. I can still fight that recoil, be it a little bit harder, but I still get everything that I look out of the gun without those, but I have those reinforcements now that I have those. So that's what I think about the LCMG. I hope you guys give it a chance. I think it's a phenomenal gun, and I think with some experimentation, you might actually learn to love it more than the PKP. So it's an alternative, guys. Get out there. Let me know how you guys think about it. Thanks for watching again, and I'll see you tomorrow with another 2042 video.